Today we will be talking about fume hood safety. This is a fume hood. The key purpose of this piece of equipment is to protect you from hazardous fumes and vapors of volatile, flammable, or toxic chemicals. Before we start, we're going to go over the safety protocols of working in a fume hood. Let's talk about the design. This is the sash. It's a glass window that, in this case, closes vertically and is designed to protect the user. Next are the baffles that are positioned at the rear of the fume hood and help to direct the airflow. The face is the area where the air is drawn into the fume hood. Finally, the airfoil helps to aerodynamically direct the air into the hood. Now that we know about the fume hood, let's discuss the do's and don'ts of fume hood safety. First, we will be covering what not to do when working in the fume hood. When opening the sash, it's important to know where the appropriate working height is. On all the fume hoods, you will see a designated marker. Always work with the sash slightly below this point. Remember, never to stick your head inside of the fume hood. The hood was designed to help protect you from fumes, but it is of course ineffective if your head is inside the hood. When working in the hood, the next thing you should never do is block the airflow. Some ways to do this include placing equipment too close to the back or sides of the fume hood. Blocking airflow decreases the ventilation of the fumes and can cause them to exit through the face of the hood. When you finish the experiment, remember to always use designated waste bins. Never pour anything into the drains of the hood. Also, do not store chemicals in the fume hood for extended amounts of time. Hoods are not designed to be permanent storage cabinets, but rather a controlled working environment. The fume hoods are equipped with alarms to signal multiple things such as the wrong airflow, and if these alarms do go off, do not mute them. Alert your TA instead. In short, do not open past the designated marker. Store chemicals for an extended amount of time, block airflow, stick your head in, mute the alarm, pour liquid down the drains, or place any equipment against the walls. Now we will move on to things that you should be doing when working in a fume hood. First, always check if the hood is on before using. Pay particular attention to the airflow gauge to ensure that the airflow is at an acceptable level. Keep the sash as low as possible while you conduct your experiment. Make sure that you are working at least 6 inches inside the front of the hood. If it's necessary to use a hot plate, keep it towards the back of the hood. When placing equipment in the hood, use blocks or a lab jack underneath to help increase airflow. Always make sure that the hood is closed when not in use. It's important to keep the sash closed, not only for safety, but also because an open hood consumes a lot of energy to maintain a proper airflow. So to summarize, check if the hood is on before use. Check airflow on the gauge. Conduct your experiment at least 6 inches inside the front of the hood. Place any heat-generating equipment towards the back. Place equipment blocking airflow on blocks or lab jacks, and keep the sash closed when it's not in use. We hope you enjoyed your time in the lab, and remember, it's always important to employ proper lab safety, even if you want superpowers.